So the Corinthian church is that church. Do you know that kid in school that's always in trouble because they're doing something they know is wrong, but they don't mind doing it because they figure the consequences are worth it? Well, the Corinthian church was kind of a group of people just like that. They were always in trouble for something they were doing because they weren't trying to do everything God told them to do. But they got one thing right, and that's what we celebrate with them today. So if you feel like you can't do anything right, take hope. The Corinthian church is going to show us that we can. One of the things they got right was they gave freely to the Lord's people. They gave with cheerful hearts, and they sent money, even though they didn't have a lot, to a church that was being put in trouble because they were doing the right thing. I love being part of your church life. I think this is one of the most fun things I do all week. And I love being with you. And I'm hoping that, unlike Corinth, you're learning to do the right things and become more and more like Jesus. But I want you to know, just like Corinth, you have something you can do to help. What do you think you have that you could do to help somebody else? Like, I have one grandson that brings tools to his granddad, and he is amazing. He's a cheerful helper, and anything you want done, he has a good attitude about it, and that's what he can do to help us. And maybe it's sharing your life with your parents because, yep, we know you don't do that for us. But when you share what's going on with your friends and with your parents and with your grandparents, it's a way to help them feel like they're connected to your life too. So when you do something that's not for you, but it's for them, that's a way you can do that. You can give of yourself. You might do what this young man did. He realized there were people at lunch that nobody would sit with and nobody would talk to. You probably have those at your school too, right? You know, they might dress a little differently, or maybe they're just not nice to be around. Well, he decided everybody needed a buddy. So every day at school, he took his little buddy bear cover and put it on a bench. And he sat on the buddy bench and said, I'm here and I will sit with anybody and anybody can come talk to me. That was something he had to offer. It was just a listening ear, or to be a friend to somebody who doesn't have a friend. What can you do? Because that's my prayer for us today and for each other, is that God will show us ways that we can help others with the talents and the things he's given to us. You may have a better idea. I want you to decide on one thing this week that you're saying, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that thing that I have, just like the Corinthian church did, to be a gift to other people. Because remember our verse for this week, which is, then he said to them, watch out, be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of what a person has. That's your memory verse for this whole month. I hope you've learned it, and I hope you've learned how to use it to help others with the gifts and talents and things that God has given to us so that we can be more like him and be a blessing to others. See you next time. Bye-bye.